All right, here you go. Hold on, I'll give you the mic in a sec. All right, Dad, it's all you. Your chat is there on the side. I'm gonna go get some people to roll in. Everybody, the guide is free. I have to pay what you want, so you go check it out. It supports the channel. It's his job, right? So, you're, anyways, yeah, it's there. I'm gonna go put this in Discord, so I'm gonna leave you to it there.
Okay.
Some people roll in.
But they're not rolling in, so what do I do?
Just hang out for a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on Discord. You want your notepad?
No.
All right, well, just hold on. You'll see some stuff there.
Hey, how you doing? Diego, nice of you to join me. This is one of my first ones, so I'm a little nervous here. Hey, Robin, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Derek, how's it going? Well, thanks. The used car video, yeah, it took a little bit to get together, but I think it came out pretty well. The book, I kind of wrote it before we did the video. It was kind of a guideline as we did the video for us. It took a couple of days to get everything written down like it should have, so, but I think it came out real well. Josh had a lot to do with that. No pressure, huh? It's a lot of pressure. He's making fun of me because I'm a little nervous here, so it'll get better. My face is pretty red.
It's the camera.
So, well.
It's just the camera.
Okay.
It's the webcam.
Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Hey, for Harry. How you doing?
You need a notepad?
No.
You guys good?
Yeah.
What's up, chat? I'm just a chaperone. I'll be in the back. You gotta respond, dude.
I have been.
You're doing good. Chat, ignore me.
A dream car. Oh, I don't know about a dream car. I like Chevelles if I had to pick one. So, how do you like making my last video? It was good. Yeah. What's the next video about? I'm hoping to do the solder video. I have everything together, so he's going to help me film it a little bit better than I could have. And we'll see how that goes. How hard is it to change motor mounts? I'm not sure, Derek. Didn't do too much working on import cars. Sure, you probably have to keep the engine supported somehow, but it's normally just nuts and bolts. Don't let it intimidate you. Well, Robin, don't feel insecure about anything. Just, I learned by doing. It just take something apart and you see how it's made and you put it back together, and that's how I've learned a lot of my stuff, is just trial and error. But you know, don't be afraid to take something apart. That's how you learn. That's how I learned. They made you sell your Chevelle, huh? Well, yeah, it sucks. They're hard to come by nowadays. They really are. You're welcome,
Tell
Robin.
them about the guide, my dude.
Well, the guide is for buying used cars. Nobody's really asking about used cars.
Yeah, I know, but you can let them know.
Yeah, you can see the link up.
Yeah, you gotta point like a weatherman. You gotta be weatherman. So you
Weatherman.
gotta do this. How's it going,
Like
chat? You gotta be like, all right, guys. The guide for the cars is right here. It's free. Pay what you want, or don't pay anything. Doesn't matter. He just wants to know that people enjoy it and that it's good content. All right, I'm gonna go back to chaperoning. Carry on.
Oh, was mine? Yeah, it was. But it was a long time ago. So, my Chevelle had 2 4-barrels on it. So, that's the thing I was into back then.
What is that?
Carburetors.
Okay.
So,
Ask them what they want to see next.
do some how stuff works. How stuff works? Okay, I can do that, Frank.
Of what? How stuff what works?
Just anything. He said vids in the future. So that's actually funny you mentioned that. That was one of my favorite books to read as a kid, as to how stuff works. It's pretty informative, you know. Some of it's just basic stuff, but yeah. Would you ever work on a Tesla if you had a chance? A lot of electronics. Just to see them, to see how they were put together, I'd like to see. I don't think I'd want to do it on a daily basis,
When you
but
applied to a Tesla job, remember?
I did apply for a Tesla job at one time.
Tell them about it.
They closed the dealership where they were actually doing the Tesla work, so I'm glad I didn't take that job anyhow.
That's because all Tesla's closed.
Yeah, I think how stuff works is a good idea. You know, sometimes like toasters or blenders, things like that your wife might use or around the house. You can do some one-day builds. Yeah, we're still discussing that. I try to not get too involved in the builds, and I have a habit of being too involved, too lengthy. So I have to learn to cut them back a little bit. I can show you how to work on them, Aaron, or I can give you little tidbits about them. They're not hard. You know, tune-up is just a spark plug, an air filter, fuel filter if you got it, oil filter if you have to change the oil, belts. I don't have a riding lawnmower where we're at, and neither does my son, but I might be able to pull up some pictures and give you a general idea of where things are at. It's not hard. Don't think that any of this is hard. It's not.
Why not?
You just.
Why is it not hard?
Why?
You say it's not hard, but why? That's what I'm gonna ask. Why is it not hard? It's hard to me. Why is
It's hard to you because you don't know about it. Nobody's ever told you anything. Nobody's ever showed you anything about it. That's why it's hard. But it's really not. Don't be afraid to just put your hand on something and take it apart, or grab a screwdriver and take it apart. Don't be afraid to do that. That's how you learn. Again, that's how I learned. Yeah, about ripping off from a mechanic. Yeah, they. I know some that are quite honest, and I know some that do want to give you more work than what you actually need. Sure do. But some of the basic stuff you could probably do at home, and maybe I'll do a few videos on that. Maybe brakes. That's something that most people have somebody do for them. Yeah, Aaron, everybody says that they always need a carburetor. That's really the first thing that ever comes out of everybody's mouth. And usually it's all gummed up because nowadays the gasoline has ethanol in it, which is alcohol, which actually, if sits over the winter time, it turns to water, which turns to gunk, and it just clogs up the little jets in your carburetor. All you end up doing is taking it off, taking it apart, using a little brake cleaner, carburetor cleaner to clean it out and put it back together. I don't know if Josh can program the computer for the remote controlled go-kart. We've talked about some remote control things, but yeah, I don't know if he'd be interested in doing that. It does sound like a good idea, though. It sounds fun. So I've thought about a remote control lawnmower, actually, but that's down the road sometime. How do I know all this? It's just I've been doing this a long time. Soldering today I'm not, but it will be this week. So I expect it to either come out Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll give a shout out and let y'all know when it is coming. That way you guys are prepared for it. So show us how to clean the carb. Yeah, I can maybe do that, Devin. That's not so bad. I have a little old lawnmower at home, and I had to do that when we first moved there because it was given to us. So really, Josh?
What?
So yeah, little steps here. It's going to take me a little bit to get the channel where I want it to be and the videos that you guys want to see, but they're coming. So yeah, keep the ideas coming for me. I do draw blanks sometimes, so it's nice to hear some fresh ideas. And a video about batteries, Frank, when they're dead, when they can be reanimated. Yeah.
Gonna take your order, sir?
Not yet, no.
I'm just gonna take ideas.
Well, carburetor repairs,
Okay.
soldering.
Yeah, that one's today.
Not today.
Soldering is.
No, I'll leave my stuff here. I'll do it tomorrow. Car batteries. Yeah, most batteries for cars, you know, are.
Stop moving your feet so much. It's really loud.
Okay. The car batteries are mostly sealed batteries anymore, so you can't do much with them. They're generally designed to last, 4 years if you're lucky, and then throw away or recycle. So, yeah, how it works, electronics, TVs, radios, video games. Yeah, that's probably getting a little technical because that's a lot of electronics and circuit boards, and it's kind of hard to explain how those things work.
What's that?
My car alternator got broke 2 days ago, so I can drive the car to the workshop. Yeah, if the alternator's not working, you are running off your battery all the time. So go to a scrapyard. That's what we did with our older car. I found what the auto parts stores wanted for $200. Found one at a junkyard for $30. So you do take the chance, but it's worth the effort and worth the money to go to the junkyard. I haven't messed too much with solar panels or solar stuff. I find it interesting, especially as far as recharging the batteries. At least it's not coming from the house current. 130 euros. Yeah, go to the junkyard. See what you can find for used alternators. Light ballast testing. I actually have some ballast at home that we'll do some looks at. You can test them a little bit, see whether they're working or not. Generally, when they go bad, they're not repairable. But I do have some old ones at home, and I'll show you what they look like on the inside. And that way, if you're trying to decide if your lights are bad, your fluorescent lights or whatever the ballast may be powering, you'll be able to tell a little bit better. Solar is very expensive, so yeah. So what's going on? Not much here, Edward. I'm trying to survive a live chat today, so we'll be getting there. Could you do a video on electrical currents? Yeah, we can. A lot of people find that quite confusing. It's not. It's just somebody needs to explain it to you. That's all. That's how it had to be with me. But yeah, that's a good idea for some video down the road as well. Thank you. Thank you, Edward. Switches and stuff, yeah. Well, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name, Nemanja. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but thank you. I'm trying. This is a lot different. This is out of my comfort range for sure. But when uses for old electronics, yeah, some. Closed, scrapyard closed. Yeah, that stinks. Check with them in the morning. Yeah, it's worth your time instead of spending all the money. Yeah, some of the basic car maintenance I think is a good idea. Explain voltage or current. Yeah, I don't want to scare people. I don't want them to think that they can't change, a light switch or an electrical outlet, and people think that they get real scared. They're scared of being electrocuted. So that's kind of a touchy subject, but I can at least explain it to where they might feel a little comfortable with it. Pop-up flip. Thank you, Zach. Coolest things that I've ever made. I make all kinds of things, whether it's remote control or the junkyard bike was fun. Switching out household electrical system light switches. Yeah, we're going to be doing that as well. So thank you, Corey. Yeah, scared. Don't be scared of it. Even just normal household current, it bites. Let's put it like that. It doesn't feel good, but it won't kill you. But that's a good idea to go over so people feel more comfortable with it. A lot of people are scared to change a fan switch in their overhead fan or a light switch or even an outlet or a lamp socket. So good with cable management. Not sure exactly what you might mean with cable management. I may call that something else. I'm not sure. I don't understand what you're talking about. Give me another idea. No one is good with cable management. I understand. Then I'm probably not good with it either. I understand. Okay. You read Cable Manager. Okay. Keeps cords organized. Okay. No, then in that case, extension cords, things like, yeah. Plumbing, we may touch a little on plumbing. I hate tangled up cords, if that's what it means. So I do tend to wrap my cables up quite nice. So and as far as putting wires in a harness or something like that, that's not hard either. I do like whatever I'm doing to look neat. A Franken build. Yeah, those are the fun builds I'm looking forward to, Derek. I have a few off-the-wall ideas I want to try. I have to learn not to go quite so big so fast. So connecting the wires, you just take your time. I mean, you might make a mistake, but it's nothing that you can't fix. So when you see when I do a video on something like that, you'll see it's not as hard as you might think it is. Ratchet strap video.
Just gonna open the window. It's nice out.
Yeah.
Ignore me. He's doing good. Let him know he's doing good. He's kind of nervous. And by kind of nervous, he's super nervous. He's like, I don't know what to say for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. I told him that you guys have questions.
Cheaper parts and tool alternatives. Yeah, I can do that. I'm always for cheaper anything. Tool alternatives, I tell people when I was working with them that, you know, don't buy a cheap tool. You know, if it's something that you're keeping as a spare in your car or something, maybe, but if it's something that you're going to use regularly, buy something good. Yeah, there's always fuses for electrical circuits, circuit breakers. So, yeah, it sounds like you guys want to see that, or some of it anyhow. So, I'll try to get to those pretty soon. Those should be some short videos. Thank you. Yeah, I hope the video helps a lot of people. Hope they can find a car that, you know, will last them a few years instead of having a lot of mechanical issues. So, advice about basic tools. Yeah, I've done one already. It needs to be edited, so it's not perfect yet. But I did list about 7 or 8 tools that everybody should just keep around, that they should have in their house. So, yeah, my son wants to do a series about some basic tool videos, some basic home repair videos. You bought houses? Yeah. My son's house is kind of that way too. He's got old and new mixed together, and he's had some electrical issues as well. And I'm finding it a little hard to fix some of his stuff too, because it's hard to find what goes where. So I know what you mean. Home repairs, yeah, I think that's a good idea. The soldering, yeah. Dirt bike build, yeah, maybe somewhere down the road, or it may just be something like the junk bike that I had built. I'm looking to try and build a different one here in the near future. So I think there's a lot of things to come. I just have to keep with it.
Ask if they want to see vlogs.
See what?
A vlog.
Huh?
VLOG vlog. Ask if they want
Vlogs?
to see a vlog, yeah. Do you guys want? No, you don't want to see a vlog, my dad. Today we're
Home
putting on
repairs
songs.
for Lewis,
Those are
yeah.
songs.
Did drill a hole in the bathroom and did drill right through the water tube. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That should have probably made quite a mess, unfortunately for you. I hate that for you. Zach says, beat it, Josh.
Zach Jackson, get back to work.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate the support. I'd watch a vlog on your dad trying to figure out what a vlog is. Thanks. That's exactly why I didn't say that. Yeah, I don't have a lot of room at home to restore, rebuild a lot of things. So a lot of my projects will have to be kind of smaller for a little while. But yeah, you can buy tools to detect things like this. But yeah, you sound like you're having a really hard time. Yeah, I've seen people use dry ice actually, Edward, as far as making a portable air conditioning system. Actually, I think dry ice and a little fan. They had it blowing through a little ductwork. Actually, it was a good idea, and I can see where uh, the ice would help to keep it help to keep the air cool and do pretty well actually. But dry ice, I think the regular ice would melt too fast. Yeah, um, you don't want to spend anything on repairs, that's for sure. Uh, the next video I'm hoping is the solder video, so it should be out in the next day or two. I've got some of it done. I just have to finish the editing on it. Yeah. You you're having a real hard time with all this house stuff, aren't you? Uh, and I can't pronounce your name. I could go by your last name, Dragon, or Dragon. But yeah, it sounds like you're having a real hard time with these home repairs. And yeah, dry ice, definitely dry ice. And you could use a fan with powered by the battery, and then you don't have to use any electrical current. Um, Anti-siphon valves on faucets. Yeah, possibly. There's not really that much to it. It's just a little check valve, but um, yeah, people may not know what they are. Good seeing you. Well, thank you, Rabbit. Catch you. Yeah, I'll be coming at you here in the next couple of days with at least another video or two this week. So I'm looking forward to getting it out and letting y'all see it. And I appreciate y'all taking your time to listen to me for a minute. Yeah, check out the link below for the used car guide. It does, it's helping support the channel right now. But things will get better, and I appreciate you guys watching and commenting, and continue to give me ideas on what we could do in the near future. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. Code like I've been, yeah, thank you. Washing machine water is somehow connected to the hot water. Well, washing machine water should be. But yeah, I think me and you have to have just a separate conversation with your homeowner, home repairs. You have some serious issues here. Anyhow, thanks guys. I'm going to turn it loose now, and I will be doing another live chat this week. So thanks for all your help. Thanks for the ideas. Thanks for the support. And thank you, Frank. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Thank you, guys.